Nova Scotia stake for 2-year-old trotters at the top of the stretch. They're going for a purse of $4,670. A Little Go-Go, Fireball Friday, and Mr. Finley Ridge. They're off and trotting. That's Fireball Friday off the wings of the gate first to grab the early lead. A Little Go-Go comes away second. Mr. Finley Ridge trots third on the outside. The 2-year-olds head on by the opening eighth on their way into the backstretch for the first time with Mr. Finley Ridge. Now reaching up on the outside, looking to take over from Fireball Friday. And back on the inside, A Little Go-Go is trailing third. They race into the backstretch and on past the opening quarter. Mr. Finley Ridge moves on to the lead, opens up by 2.5. Fireball Friday giving chase in the pocket second, and third, that is A Little Go-Go. No change as they continue single file, nearing the 3/8. Up front, Mr. Finley Ridge is still the boss. 31 seconds was that opening quarter. They move off the turn and into the stretch as they race in front of us for the first time. Nearing the midway point, Mr. Finley Ridge trotting on the front end. Here comes A Little Go-Go. Now starting up on the outside. Now overtakes Fireball Friday for second as they trot into the lower turn. On their way now to the 5/8. Mr. Finley Ridge is the leader. Up into two now. That's A Little Go-Go. And Fireball Friday is now the third and trailing one. The half in 1:02 and 2/5 seconds. On through the backstretch. They trot on to the 3/4 mile mark. Mr. Finley Ridge still in control, a length and a half the lead. A Little Go-Go racing along in two, and the third one is Fireball Friday. They arrive at 3/4. Mr. Finley Ridge opening up now to a 3-length lead. A Little Go-Go trying to keep pace second. Back in 3. That is Fireball Friday now gapping out. They were past 3/4 in 1:33 and 2/5 seconds. On past the 7/8 and off the top turn. It's Mr. Finley Ridge by 4. As they straighten out for the stretch drive, second is A Little Go-Go, and third is Fireball Friday, but it's Mr. Finley Ridge to take the Nova Scotia stake for 2-year-old trotters. Second, A Little Go-Go, and third is Fireball Friday. Back in victory lane is the winner of the Nova Scotia stake for 2-year-old trotters. Number 3, Mr. Finley Ridge, Bay Gullet son of Armbro Barrister. Out of the Angus Hall Dam, Rocket Rochelle. Was bred by Arnold Rankin of Antigonish. Now owned by Arnold Rankin of Antigonish, Ian Tate of St. Andrews, and Claire McDonald. of Antigonish, trained and driven by Claire. Mr. Finley Ridge, 2:03 and 1/5. Penny Wesley tracks out on behalf of the Nova Scotia Stake, making the blanket presentation.